Now on this tour I'm going to take you to the Mycenaean citadel of Mycenae. As you can see, my character is going up because the most strategic position would be on top of a hill. Now the setting is roughly like the original, not completely faithful. So now you see that we are approaching the most famous landmark of the city, which is the Lions or Lioness Gate. You can see the huge slabs, the door jambs, the threshold and the lintel, and of course the two lionesses with one column in the middle. You can also see here the projecting bastion. Let's have a look at it. As you can see, it's totally unnecessary because the walls continue here. This is just something that projects out. Let me see if I can climb up. Oh. Yeah, you can have a better view here. You see how this piece of wall is coming out of the wall. It continues from there and goes on this other side. So it's not necessary unless I am a defender who wants to stay up here and attack the enemies down there. So I trap them into this corridor. You can see it, it's very clear. Let me go down and show you once you enter the city what happens. Now here we have a lot of free space, but in fact you have this ramp going up. You see how you're also here trapped. Now the wall is partly destroyed, but you can't go anywhere except going up. And this side there is a strong wall, very high, and a normal enemy will not be able to climb as I'm doing. So any soldier up here would be able to target, attack any enemy who's coming up from here. And what do we see there? You know what that is? Yeah, you should know. This is the grave circle. Oh, that's interesting. So you see how it's dug down, and there are these orthostates, vertical slabs of stone all around, pretty neat and clean. And as I go down, well, I haven't been down, so let's see what's in there. Yeah, it's a Mycenaean tholos. Well, it's a circular chamber. You can see the huge slab of stone up there to do the lintel. There is some fancy, nice Mycenaean decoration. You see how the vault is achieved thanks to the corbel system. The blocks are placed one on top of each other, projecting out a little bit, every course a little bit more, until they reach the top. And that would be. Now I have no idea what is inside here. You can also see here something you should be familiar with, the relieving triangle. Now, it's an empty space, but it's the shape, the triangle. And they help support the very heavy roof there. So let's see what's inside here. Ooh. Now we can see some of the columns that we have actually already seen in the lecture with this zigzag decoration, and they look very much like Minoan columns, so they really copied the design. You can also see the relieving triangle from inside. This torch is useless, but we have to have with the torch. But you see it, how it goes through the whole lintel. Now maybe I can't vandalize this. I can't go anywhere. So yeah, that's it. It's closed here. That would be a typical Mycenaean tholos tomb. Okay. Now if we climb up, and we continue our visit of the Citadel of Mycenae, we eventually reach the upper part, which is the, well, most important for the inhabitants. It's the royal palace with the megaron. Now you see the two columns here, Mycenaean but Mycenaean in design, in antis, between this wall and this other wall. They are within the space of the wall. We also have two more here. It's a little bit of fantasy. Then we have the antechamber. It's this space between the access in antis and the important part here. This is the so-called throne room. Now, the game I'm playing, the reconstruction I'm playing, is set again 1,000 years less, even 800 years after the Mycenaeans. And when the Greeks come here after, they say, hey, what is this? So beautiful, wow. Now remember, the throne room of the megaron has these 4 columns. Now one is missing down here, it's broken, but it really shows you how it's made. 2, 3, 4. Supporting a roof that is now gone. It would not be open, but there is this double level for the smoke to go out. And the throne would be here. You actually see there is a platform. The throne doesn't exist anymore, but we have like a sort of niche, and we have some paintings on the walls, lavishly decorated with animals. The wood is also carved with very nice motifs. Hello there. And the ceiling is also nicely built. You see also the floor has different colors and patterns, and that would be the what are you doing here sleeping? Come on, go back to work. Go back to work. So it gives you more or less the impression of a very rich, beautiful, royal building, right? Just get out. You see that it's dominant, it's high up. We can actually try to climb it. You see that the structure is made of stone, but there is also a lot of wood insertion. This is the place to get some light in. This part is collapsed. And you see the walls all around. They're pretty strong. Look at those down there. Which is typical of Mycenaean citadels. Just do the jump. Hey man, hey. Just being annoying here. And what is this? See if they tell us something. Interact. Foundation of the site. Okay. Foundation of the site, learn more. If you want to learn more, just stop the video and read whatever is written here. It's not really relevant to us. Close. I want to show you just the super strong walls. Now, we have learned that the top of the wall, the crenellation here, would be of mud brick, not of stone. Well, it's not always the case. You see the walls are very, very large, massive, several meters all around. You actually see the section of the walls. You have the large blocks here, but then the inside is made of smaller blocks and rubble and dirt and whatever. So it's not all made with the same material. Let me go around here. Yeah, you can see the same here, the large blocks and then the rubble in the middle. And I think that's all. You see, that's the megaron. It's very beautiful. The royal palace with the megaron. It's pretty nice. Let me show it from here so you enjoy the view. And I think from Mycenae that's all. So thanks for listening.